We helped open US bank accounts, Panama bank accounts, Dubai, Singapore, you name it, plenty of countries. And these are some of the questions that we received this last week. So I'm going to be walking here with you in Lisbon and resolve some of those. Like, for example, can I open a corporate bank account in Panama and the US without being a resident there? The answer is yes. Both jurisdictions are great because in the US you can have an LLC and open the account, and also in Panama there's a bank in specific that we help open remotely, that you can have a US LLC or even an offshore LLC, let's say from Nevis, from the Bahamas, from the BVI, and you can open in Panama as well. So it's good that you think about creating a company in one country and the banking for that company in another. That's a good habit. What documents are needed to open a bank account in Panama or the US for my company? Each jurisdiction is going to be different and every bank will require another type of KYC. For example, in Panama, of course, they will ask you for the documents of incorporation of the LLC, the EIN, the certificate of good standing, and different documents. Some of them will be required to be notarized, apostille, some others don't, and the US as well. Depending on the bank, there are some fintech banks, as you know, Wise, Mercury, RelayFi, etc., that allow to open LLC bank accounts, corporate, and then other banks like Chase, Bank of America, or other even in the US that require other type of documents, for example, that you go there in person. So each bank is different. We have a full guide on this, by the way, that if you want to check in the description. We have all of the banks that you can open, and then you can buy the version where we update every week. You can also get a consultation. We're going to help you with what you need. But there is a good filter to start. You can grab a copy down below. Then how do I transfer the profits from my brokerage or trading accounts to offshore bank accounts? Let's say with your LLC, you open an offshore bank account, as we said, like in Panama, or you open a Belize bank account, or you open one in the Caribbean. How do you transfer the profits? Usually just a normal transfer. Some of the banks will ask you to have the same name registered in the brokerage account. Let's say you have a Kraken account with your LLC, and then the company must match, so they know that it comes from the same company. Some other banks, they don't care. They will just accept as if it was a client payment. So again, choose well the bank, but that's a good question. Write down all the things that are important to you. So even if you come to a consultation with us, you already know what's your wish list. So we know exactly which bank of these, again, 60 that we have and we keep expanding, is the best for you. And finally, can I use an offshore company bank account to pay for personal expenses such as rent or utilities? Yes, you can. And it is something that will be more of a matter of you personally, how you handle the finances. So you differentiate between the company and your personal side, rather than if it's something illegal. You can definitely do that. However, then you will not know if that expense from the company was personal or not. So it's more of a bookkeeping type of issue or problem, rather than if it's legal or not legal. So yeah, you can pay for company things with your personal cards and personal things with your company cards or bank accounts. Unless it's something, one of the exceptions would be, for example, you want to apply for Malta residency, or you want to apply for Latvian residency. They ask you for proof of funds in the name of the person who is the main applicant. So you would need to prove that the funds are in a personal account, let's say in a Switzerland bank, and then you're applying for residency in Malta. That's one of the few cases where they would not accept the money in a corporate account because they want it in the person who is the main applicant. That being said, as you can see, we are constantly solving these questions for clients. If you have any, just let me know in the comments down below. Whenever I have a time, now in the sunset time, I'm just like reading these and shooting while we are here walking. But if you want your question resolved, or you have a series of questions that you want validated and responded by experts, we're going to find the expert of those jurisdictions, put it in your sovereign plan, or multiple experts. We're going to assemble them together to give you accurate answers for you as a service, so you can become a client on the link down below. If you want more knowledge, you want more free videos like this because you are in the research phase, well, we're going to put one over here.